University's Advent Health Field with the St. Mary's Spires and the Ottawa University Braves tied at 0. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you caught up with all the halftime statistics and a little bit of a preview of the second half. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
If you unfortunately hit a deer, pull over to the shoulder, turn on your emergency flashers, and watch for traffic before exiting your vehicle. Dial star 47 for the Highway Patrol, then call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
The soothing scent of Vicks Vapor Rub. It's only one of the most iconic smells ever. That cooling, comforting scent generations of families have come to trust to help them feel better. And now you trust to soothe your family. Pick up some Vicks Vapor Rub in the little blue jar and wrap yourself with the calm only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, always there for you.
Back here at Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen here this evening. We are at halftime. Ottawa University and the University of St. Mary tied up 0-0. Ottawa and St. Mary credited with the same amount of shots there in the first half, 7. St. Mary getting only one on frame. Ottawa putting 3 on frame and probably creating the best chances were the Braves for sure in that first half, just unable to really get it past there. Blake Kuhl, the goalkeeper for St. Mary's, a couple tremendous saves, is really the only reason why Ottawa University doesn't have the lead right now.
Ottawa University's playing well, and I mean, they did start out a little bit slow, and St. Mary's had most of the possession for the game, but then at the end, probably the last 25 minutes, Ottawa University looked much more dominant. And like you said, I mean, they almost had a goal there once, but I mean, St. Mary's is making pretty big saves. And then also, Ottawa University, something, a really intriguing stat is corners. Right now, Ottawa University has already had 4 corners, and, you know, St. Mary's has had 3, which is, I mean, only 1 less. But St. Mary's' corners every single time have either been short or something that's kind of muffed. Honestly, Ottawa University has been sending in pretty good crosses. You'd think that maybe they're going to get one here pretty soon that'll fall in the back of the net.
Absolutely, and the service of Ottawa has been really good in this first half. You know, we saw a few coming in from the left side, just whipped across there, and St. Mary's able to get in front of that, deflected away, maybe not give Ottawa an opportunity for a shot in that situation, but that cross, if you continue to keep serving in good crosses, at some point it's going to find the right foot, you know, the correct foot, and it's not going to be the defender. And, you know, you just got to keep up that pressure and continue to serve that ball in. Ottawa's service has been much better so far than St. Mary, and that is how they're creating these chances. You know, St. Mary has a lot of, you know, even up on shots, but shots that Gage Powers wasn't even really putting an effort in to go save, because he could tell instantly maybe he had the post covered, or he put his hands up on the crossbar and dropped him down as the ball sailed over the top a couple times, well wide, struck a couple times well, just nowhere near frame. Ottawa University, a couple really good strikes at frame, and one that was spilled out that Cool was able to recover on top of as Thomas Santos was bearing down on it. And that's a scary opportunity for any goalkeeper at any level when a guy with the size, the strength, and the speed and the skill ability of Thomas Santos is charging in on a ball like that as a striker. It can be a little scary, but Cool was able to, cover that and keep it, that rebound from happening. Ottawa's just got to create more chances like that.
In my opinion, Ottawa University so far, they played a pretty good game, and I feel like nothing to be upset about. Definitely did come out a little bit early, kind of slow, but like you're talking about, they've shown a lot more technique, a lot more control on the ball, especially the shots, because St. Mary's' shots, nearly every single one was worth 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the field goal every time. Now Ottawa University's shots are a completely different story. They've had quite a few that were pretty solid shots. That one that was going top notch that St. Mary's ended up having a pretty big save on. But Ottawa University, I feel like, if this half, what they need to focus on is really just setting up more opportunities. Because every time they've set up a pretty good opportunity, they seem to really make it pretty close to at least becoming a goal. Obviously, they haven't quite gotten the result yet. But I feel like, if they could set up just a few more opportunities, then that could be the difference of this game.
Absolutely. They're creating the chances. It's just they have to continue to create those chances. And the defense has done a nice job because St. Mary's has been unable to really penetrate the OU defense inside the 18 in that really attacked area, that goal box area. And if the back line of the defense continues that, job for Ottawa University, the front line continues to do what they're doing, the midfielders being able to get out wide, and create those service opportunities, there's a real good opportunity Ottawa can score. A team that has scored a lot of goals in the second half, talking about that Kansas Wesleyan game, to come back from what they did, get the game winner in the 85th minute that night, to come away with that win last Wednesday night. And so Ottawa, unafraid at this point, being tied up 0-0, because they know that they can do this in the second half.
Yeah, and I think a big key of this game is going to continue to be Alvarez. Alvarez today, to me, has shown up as probably one of the best players out on the pitch. He's definitely had an unmatched hustle. He's winning 50-50 balls. He's sending in beautiful crosses and just absolutely being a disruption to the St. Mary's offense and midfield. So I think that in the second half, if Alvarez can continue to do that, I think he's going to be the key factor. And also, Santos, really quick with his feet, has some pretty good shots. He's big in size. He doesn't let people body him around. Instead, he bodies people around. And I think that those two definitely could be the difference makers for Ottawa University in this second half. Now, obviously, the rest of the team still playing fantastic, and it's a team sport, and it's going to take every single person. But for right now, I feel like Alvarez especially has really shown up really good for Ottawa University.
And, you think the reigning KCAC, Offensive Player of the Week, Vince Molnar, hasn't really gotten an opportunity in that attacking area. The guy has had a hand in the last 6 goals that have been scored by Ottawa over the last 2 games. They've scored 6 goals. He's either assisted or scored on each one of those goals. And maybe St. Mary's is kind of marking him just a little bit differently in order to keep that from happening because of his playmaking ability. And Ottawa's got to figure out a way maybe to get him involved as to where he can distribute, and then OU can find somebody that can put it in the back of the net, because they definitely have the talent all over the pitch to do that.
Exactly. And if St. Mary's, if they continue to try to lock him up or even man him or double team him, that's when Ottawa University just needs some other players to step up. Because if they can get other players to step up, there's already several players out of the equation that are defending somebody else. There's always going to be a man open if you decide to double team a man.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get ready for second half action from here at Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaging local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, and insights from nationwide businesses. Talk to Stephen Bradley, 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Work out your stress and get back to feeling great at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone today for $10 a month and get tons of cardio and strength equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. With free fitness training and plenty of room to move, you can go at your own pace and get back to a routine that works for you, all for just $10 a month. Plus, check out the crowd meter in our free PF app for the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join any of our 2,000 plus locations today, in club, online, or on the app. See club for details.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
The soothing scent of Vicks Vapor Rub. It's only one of the most iconic smells ever. That cooling, comforting scent generations of families have come to trust to help them feel better. And now you trust to soothe your family. Pick up some Vicks Vapor Rub in the little blue jar and wrap yourself with the calm only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, always there for you.
My stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol Chews.
Pepto-Bismol's in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Ooh, let me try it.
Try Pepto-Bismol Chews for fast relief.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
And welcome back here to Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. We are still at halftime here at Ottawa University and the University of St. Mary's tied up at no goals each. We've been talking about what we could see these two teams going for in the second half. Ottawa kind of staying with what they've been doing, continue to get those good service and try and get the pressure forward. Obviously, in the second half of a tied match, you want to get that goal. And a lot of times in this situation, you want to get the first one. So I could kind of see where maybe it could spread out a little bit here, especially in the first 15, 20 minutes. Maybe not the first 5 or 10, but then in that middle section of this second half where it could really open up and we could see a lot of going back and forth in this match.
I think what's interesting about this game is since it's 0-0 at the half, the first goal, if there is a first goal, will be in the second half, and there will be no breaks. So momentum will not be stopped. So whoever scores first, the other team is going to have to stop that momentum without the halftime break, because that's how you can stop it easily. I mean, if you can hold them out till halftime, boom, then you have a new half to go out and there's no more momentum. But in this case, there's not going to be a break unless it goes into overtime. But in that case, it would take another goal. So I think what's interesting is how that's going to play out for these two teams, because I would suspect that there's going to be a goal in the second half, especially since Ottawa University has played pretty phenomenal thus far, which I think also one of the things that, if you're Coach Mai, I feel like you got to be pretty satisfied with how Ottawa University's played defensively and offensively. Yeah, they don't have any goals, but they've been passing the ball around and controlling it pretty well. And defensively, Ottawa University has allowed 3 goals in their last 2 games. So averaging, the 6 goals in the last 2 games, and this game they only have 0.
Mm-hmm.
So defensively they're doing well, and offensively I feel like they're doing well. They just haven't gotten that result.
Absolutely, just haven't gotten it so far. They just haven't put it in the back of the net. The defense, you get to halftime, you got 45 minutes remaining, and obviously your number one goal, yes, you want to have your team win, but the best way you can do that as a defender is to keep that clean sheet, is to make it as, keep it at 0. Keep St. Mary's having to, try and pull the trigger from 25, 30 yards away like they did in the first half where they didn't have a shot inside the 18. Ottawa was creating their chances inside the 18 defensively. Keep St. Mary's shooting deep, and Ottawa keep pushing forward and getting that ball near the goal and try to put it in the back of the net.
And I think one of the most impressive things is, Powers for Ottawa really has not had to pick up the ball at all, really. Honestly, if he wanted to go drink a coffee or go to McDonald's or something, he could have done it because Ottawa University's defense is keeping his hands clean completely. He's having a pretty boring night, and I'm sure he's happy with that too because that clean sheet, that's big for keepers.
Absolutely. Goalkeepers, they love to make the big save, but they will be the first to tell you if they have a night where they can just stand back there and not do a thing, that's the best night for them. And so far, really, Gage Powers, he's credited with one save there in the first half. It was a pretty nonchalant save, right into his arms. It was directed towards him, but he'll take those because so far Ottawa has made Blake Cool for St. Mary's have to lay out and make a couple big saves, and those are nerving. And if you can get a couple more opportunities like that, that's when you usually find the back of the net.
Yes, for sure. And honestly, all credits to St. Mary's goalkeeper. He's been playing well all night. Those two big saves, absolutely clutch. And that's, if you're St. Mary's, that's what you need if you want to win this game because Ottawa University continuing to put up the pressure. And let's see if they'll do it this next half as kickoff just is now underway.
St. Cool in the back. Ottawa coming with a little bit more high pressure here as Santos goes back, makes Cool get rid of it quickly. St. Mary's now will switch the field from left to right. The deflection there in the midfield. St. Mary's maintains the possession. They're going to send it down the right side. St. Mary's on the run here. Going to kind of hold up play, allow some more people to get up into the mix with them. Now they'll play it back. This has been St. Mary's again going to pull the trigger, and another one. That's a good 15 yards too high. It's right through the uprights. But again, as we said, those don't count in this type of football. And so it just goes out for another goal kick here for the Braves.
Seems like St. Mary's just can't seem to get over their shot. And every time they're shooting, their body is completely up and it's facing upwards, which is not what you want to do when you're shooting.
Powers coming off his line, sliding forward at a ball that was played through. Easy pickup there, really, for Gage. Not even, a worry in his mind. He saw that ball before it was even past that direction, and as soon as it was, he was off his line to cover that. Braves going to try and work it around, play it slow out of the back. A little bit of a missed touch there. Back to St. Mary's. St. Mary's working it through the middle. Now the touch comes through, and Powers comes out, picks this one up. St. Mary's trying to lobby for a foul there, but not going to get it. That ball was played far too out in front, and Powers easily came off his line to pick that one up once again.
In my opinion, I do see where St. Mary's is coming from. Definitely didn't look like he was really going to have a chance of getting that ball, but the player did seem like he impeded with contact, which is a foul. But then you come and have to consider as a referee, is that worth a goal? Because ultimately, if you give them a penalty kick, that's almost a free goal. Because more than about 80% of the time, penalty kicks are scored. And honestly, right there, it didn't even look like whether he had impeded him or not. It didn't look like he was going to get the ball.
Braves working around in the back. Jean-Claude Schwartz over here along the near sideline. Over to Samir Brito. Under real no pressure. Kind of looked like he might go long, then tried to shuffle one down there here along the near side to Vincenzo Leon, but a little bit too far out in front of him. Leon was a little bit caught flat-footed there. Braves intercept, and again we'll build out of the back. No real pressure here high from St. Mary's to start this second half. Braves going to play it forward to Santos. Has a couple defenders on him. Going to try and work around him. Has it taken away there. And St. Mary's able to keep it in play. We will just send it off the line. The Braves step up and we'll take it back once again.
Earlier on a long ball, a little bit of contact as St. Mary's Paul Trejo kind of got a little bit caught in the back there, and he's been holding his back just a little bit, but he's still in the game.
Ball sent forward here. Roeo unable to get a touch to that one. Again, took a interesting bounce to the turf here. It's just an odd bounce, and sometimes it skips away. Sometimes it just bounds up, and that time bounded up and away from him. Roeo unable to keep it in. Pressure there. St. Mary's sends it away, and it'll go out of bounds. Throw in here for the Braves. Braves getting it in quickly, pushing forward here, trying to get it to Arroyo again. And he pokes it through, and what a touch there by Jonathan Arroyo. And I'm not sure how he was able to redirect that one to get it inside the frame, but it finds the back of the net here with 41-12 remaining in the second half. So just under 4 minutes off the clock, and the Braves are on the board.
And in the first half, we talked about how hard it was to hit half volleys. Well, that one was a full volley right there. He took it off of his knee, and then the ball was spinning an immense amount, and he takes a nice laced strike and puts it top notch. Absolutely no chance for the St. Mary's keeper right there. He's made some great saves tonight. That one's just not possible. I don't care if you're Tim Melia. I don't care if you're Tim Howard. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not saving that ball.
So the Braves take the lead here, just under 4 minutes gone by in the second half, 1-0. And we talked at halftime, the Braves are not afraid to score in the second half. They came back. Well, here now they have the lead early on in this second half, and the Braves looking to push for more. Down the left side, Alvarez. Alvarez cross is blocked. It'll go out of bounds for an Ottawa University throw-in. So the Braves trying to step on it once again here. We talked about it in the women's game, how right after you score is usually the time where you can let up just a tick and opportunity for the other team to come back and match it. But the Braves have pushed the pressure back again. They're not letting St. Mary's really get out of their defensive half. And the Braves intercept once again. Going to play it out wide. This is Jonathan Arroyo centering it in. Santos coming in. There was a collision, and it was deflected away by St. Mary's out for another Ottawa University corner kick. So here, Ottawa, another good opportunity. We'll see if they go short or if they're going to try and play it long. Looks like St. Mary's has Alvarez covered. So Jonathan Arroyo with an in-swinger opportunity here. Try and put this one into the mix, see if Ottawa can build on this 1-0 lead. Actually going to play it way back. And now Ottawa will try and send it in low. It's knocked away, but the Braves still maintain the possession here. See if they can build something through the middle. Braves centering it forward, knocked away. And a whistle and a foul in a very dangerous situation here by St. Mary's. And Ottawa is going to have an opportunity from about 25 yards away with a direct strike. And this is one of those that if you can get it up and down over the top of that wall, it can be very dangerous.
Ottawa University, they haven't had a free kick with a good shot opportunity yet, but this one, definitely a big opportunity. It'll be interesting to see what they will do here. Oftentimes people either, if they can whip it around that wall, just put some good curve and spin on it and try to find that back corner. That is ideal, but also sometimes some people aim directly at the wall and see if they can get the guys to move. But I bet at this college level, they're probably not afraid of the ball.
Arroyo going to send it through. It's spilled away. Braves with an opportunity there, but just unable to get it on frame, and it was not touched the second time by Kuhl. Again, Kuhl spilled that one out in front of the goal, and it was an opportunity. It was a tough angle crashing in from that left side there by Santos, but just unable to really get anything on top of it, and it'll go away for, the goal kick, but a good opportunity there. Well struck by Jonathan Arroyo.
And one other thing, a comment that I just like to make on that free kick is, when he struck that, the shot ended up going pretty close to the keeper, but you can tell that he obviously hid that ball behind the wall really well because it came out and then all of a sudden it was just right in front of the keeper and he was not ready, and he did cough that ball up, and Ottawa University almost captured another goal on that second chance.
Ottawa going to go over the top here with the long ball, just a little bit too ambitious there, and I like the idea in that situation. Just the direction needed to be a little bit more towards that corner flag, as it was too much directed towards the keeper there, who was able to pick it up rather easily. The other way now into the hands of Gage Powers. And Powers will pick it up, roll it out, and Ottawa will once again try to build out of the back.
Ottawa University so far done a really good job after that goal of continuing to put the pressure on. They already have that energy after the goal, all that momentum, and they're continuing to just give the pressure to St. Mary's. St. Mary's right now looking like they don't really have much of a response to it. All they can do so far is defend, but if you're St. Mary's right now, you're definitely got to try to find some way to stop that momentum because Ottawa University is relentless right now.
Ottawa scoring 3 goals in that second half to defeat Kansas Wesleyan last Wednesday night. So already have one in here. We're 8 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ottawa with the 1-0 lead over St. Mary. Ottawa with possession on the far side, trying to push it down there, intercepted, and St. Mary will send it all the way back to the keeper, playing with his feet. Ottawa and backed out of the pressure this time. And in certain situations, you don't chase just for the sake to chase, and so Ottawa allows St. Mary's to have that possession. St. Mary's working in the middle, trying to flick it over the top. Nobody on the run there, so it'll go over for a goal kick. So again, another wasted opportunity there. Just kind of trying too hard to flick it forward maybe for St. Mary's there, and Ottawa had the defense and didn't even have to really put much pressure on to get that ball back.
So the question becomes, if you're Ottawa University right now, they're up 1-0 with 36 minutes left in the game. Do you park the bus, or do you go with the idea that a good offense is a good defense? Because right now, I mean, they had a scoreless first half. They showed good defense. And then, I mean, if you add another defender, it should be a little bit easier. But then you also risk, I mean, the other team's going to have the ball a little bit more if you take one of your midfielders and put them back.
And you don't want to just play a game just in your half when it's just a one-goal advantage, like you said. I mean, we're still just less than 36 minutes to the end of regulation here. You want to kind of push forward, see if you can't get that second goal and really put the pressure on St. Mary. Ball will go out of bounds here. We've got a whistle and a foul and a little bit too much contact there, and there was a little bit of an extension of the arm, so good foul call there by the officials. St. Mary will have a free kick. It's well down into the defensive third for the Spires, so they're going to play it short back to the keeper. Cool going to play with his feet, now switches fields over to the right side. St. Mary playing into the middle. Ottawa continuing that pressure, trying to step up. Good touch there by OU. Have it in the middle, finding the feet of Ruello. Just a little bit of a heavy touch as he tried to make that turn. And flag comes up as Ottawa was in a offside position there.
Ottawa University doing a great job so far, continuing to keep the pressure up. Now it'll be a free kick for St. Mary's as the game's starting to get a little bit more chippy. You're definitely seeing a lot more hands. As Ottawa University just a minute ago just kind of pushed one of St. Mary's players to the ground. It looked kind of purposeful, but hopefully it doesn't get too rough and all the players stay safe.
Ball played out along the far side. St. Mary looking to try and whip one in here. It's down low, pushing it towards the middle. Shot that takes a deflection. It skips through the goal mouth, and it rolls away pretty harmlessly. Gage Powers will go over. Got it with his feet, awaiting a little bit of pressure there from St. Mary's before he'll pick it up. I'll push it away, and what I noticed there is St. Mary's had been playing a lot short and had been trying to build out of the back. Well, after that foul, they sent everybody forward, and they had their goalkeeper actually send one over the midfield line, trying to kind of push the tempo just a little bit. Here's kind of a direct ball down towards the left corner flag. St. Mary's will chase under there. Now they'll play it back out, and now we're going to work it around well outside the attacking area, trying to get Ottawa to step forward and make a mistake, but Ottawa's defense standing tall. Ottawa knocks it away. Santos going to try and send it forward here, looking for the run for the Braves. Sent back in. Ruello trying to get on the end of that. Just a step out in front of him. He's going to try and win this, and it will go out of bounds for a throw in here for St. Mary. Good effort there by Ruello. So throw in here for St. Mary. Now we've got a whistle, and I think we're going to have a caution. Yellow card caution is going to come out here for Jonathan Ruello, and this will be for dissent, maybe time wasting a little bit there as the throw-in was given to St. Mary, and I believe Ottawa University thought it was going to be theirs. And Ruello had the ball and just kind of walked up the sideline a little bit before dropping it back down. And so the official will give him the yellow card caution for that. So a booking there for Jonathan Roello. 32 minutes, 42 seconds remaining on the clock. Ottawa University, a 1-0 lead. Jonathan Roello. Throw in taken by St. Mary's. A couple defenders coming down. It'll go out of bounds once again by off of Ottawa University, so it stays with the Spires. This time Spires will go more towards the middle. Mishandled there. The Braves bring it down. Santos creating some space out to the right side. Looks like he's going to try and whip this one in and headed away there by St. Mary. Try to clear it off. It's off of Santos. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Spires. It was a good service there, just good defending. Ball coming in. Takes a deflection in the center of the field. St. Mary going to send it forward quickly, trying to get a little run out here. Defense getting back for Ottawa University, trying to cover it up, make sure this shot again is from distance. Poked away, shot coming through, and took a deflection off of Ottawa University. It'll go out of bounds for a corner kick. So for St. Mary, this will be their fourth corner of the night. Again, as we talked about, they've been playing a lot more short. We'll see if they stick with that philosophy or if they actually try and whip one in this time.
It's interesting is right now they really just do not have many players in the box, although now they're sending their short guy up there.
Ball centered in, knotted away by Ottawa University. Good clearance there by the Braves. Brito got a good head to that, sent it out. Braves now with possession. Going to try and push it forward. Takes a deflection. Braves getting it back again, but immediately losing it there. Trying to make that pass a little too soon. Maybe 2 touches in that situation instead of just the one. Could have found somebody. A long strike taken once again about 35, 40 yards away by St. Mary's, well wide to the left.
And it was a well-struck ball, I will say. I mean, it ended up wide, and ultimately any ball that is wide is nothing better than anything on goal. But still a good strike, and definitely one to make sure that Ottawa University continues to keep their focus. Kind of a warning shot there from St. Mary's.
It's a goal kick here for the Braves. Looks like Powers is just going to send everybody forward. He's going to play it short once again. Up along the right side. Ottawa makes the turn. Tries to flick it by, deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. Stay with Ottawa. It'll be a throw in here along the near side. Victor Montereza gets it in. Ball back to Montereza. He's going to get it over to John Claude Schwartz. Center back for the Braves, pushes forward ever so slightly, gets it back over to Montereza once again. Pass forward and just played behind the intended target there. They were trying to do a little bit of a combination play. A little miscommunication, but no big harm right now. Ball brought down by St. Mary's. Going to try and switch the field from left to right. In the middle, driving forward are the Spires. Ball to the right side. Whip ball through. Nobody there to be able to get on the end of it for St. Mary. It'll go out for an OU throw deep in St. Mary's territory. So this is an opportunity for St. Mary to maybe step up and put a little bit more pressure on the Braves back line with that throw in from deep. They are putting a little bit there to see if the Braves go down sideline here with a little bit of a longer throw. They will. Brought down. Roello able to get his feet to it. Out of bounds. And it will say last touch by the Braves. So quickly Spires try to get it in, but the Braves were prepared. Spires with it on the near side. Trying to send the ball forward into the box. Chasing it down out there. Pass played into the middle. Nobody there. Able to get on the end of it there. Good defending there by the Braves to just almost shield off the attacker from being able to get a foot to that. And Powers really no trouble with going over to pick it up.
Powers is very fortunate to have this good of a defense because right now this performance of Ottawa.
Good flick forward here down the left side. Alvarez. Alvarez is able to get on the end of that, he's going to be able to cut that in there, and the Braves are going to have a really good opportunity. There's a good long ball from right to left. Santos flicked it over to the left side and just a little bit out in front of the run of Alvarez.
Ottawa University fans recently starting to actually get pretty rowdy out there. There's not actually a whole lot, but man, they are making their presence felt, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and Santos here with it, trying to make a move on the defender, gets a little bit of space, now trying to create a little bit more, has it poked away there, and Santos really didn't have many options trying to push through there, uses strength, but multiple defenders stepping to before St. Mary is able to get that ball taken away. Now the Spires working back towards the offensive end. Braves get back defensively to kind of slow the attack here. Ball into the middle, poked away there by Schwartz. Schwartz going to carry forward now. Going to give up to Santos. Santos pushing it forward, going to try and outrun his defender, trying to get a ball played through. And they're going to say last touch there by the Ottawa University Santos, and it will go out for a goal kick. Santos looks like he was trying to play it to the defender.
And that one was definitely a hard call there. Both the players had touches about the exact same time, so it's hard to know exactly who that was actually off of.
The assistant referee had initially pointed, I believe, maybe to the corner. No, it's a discussion regarding something else. Clock is stopped here. I'm not really sure what it is. He's gesturing over towards this direction. How the officials are going to come over and talk to Coach Maya for Ottawa University. Not really sure if anything must have been said maybe from the bench area, or if they're asking for the coach to discuss something with the crowd. It has something to do with the crowd, quite possibly here. I'm not 100% sure what is going on. There's definitely a delay here for...
I'm sure as whatever it is, as a referee, whenever situations like this come up and, they go over to discuss, obviously it's usually pretty important. There could have been words said. It could be the bench might be getting a little rowdy. It's hard to know exactly what it is, but nevertheless, it's a good time for the players to get hydrated and just take a little bit of a timeout and drink water, because other than that, there's no timeouts in soccer.
Whatever it is, they have asked the students over here, really to our right, to clear out of this section, apparently. Obviously, it must have been something said over in that area, and so they're asking them, it looks like, to vacate. This is new to me. Not really sure what they're going to say this was, but we are in a little bit of a timeout here. Ottawa University players coming over, getting something to drink. Don't know if anything was thrown or what was going on, but I did not see anything. Still some people standing around over there. The officials standing here in front of the Ottawa University bench.
Now the officials finally going back out there. Hopefully might explain their decision or exactly what was going on, but Definitely an odd situation that you don't see every day.
Now the center official going over to his assistant referee on the far side of the field. And maybe going over to explain why there was a stoppage here at this point to the St. Mary's coach on the far side of the field. This is one of the oddest stoppages of play that I can remember taking place in a soccer match here. The near side assistant referee, after this was awarded as a goal kick, came over and raised his flag to get the attention of the center. The center official came over to the sideline, talked to him, brought the Coach Maya for Ottawa University over. He turned around and said something to the fans over in the south bleacher section there, and then quite a few picked up and walked out. So I don't know quite what's going on, but that's our synopsis of it so far. And if we get word as to what exactly took place, we'll let you know.
What's weird is there's not been any cards issued or anything like that, so you'd assume it has nothing to do with any of the players. But, I mean, if you're St. Mary's' coach right now, you've got to be really confused because he didn't give him any conversation at all.
And maybe he just reported as to the incident of what was taking place, told his associate referee that's over there on that sideline who maybe relayed the information. I don't know. But we are back underway. They did add 23 seconds back up onto the clock, it looked like. So we're at 26:15 remaining in this ball game. Ottawa University with the 1-0 lead. Goal for OU, Jonathan Ruello, assisted by Vincenzo Leone in the 49th minute to give the Braves this lead. St. Mary's works the ball here towards the near sideline. Playing it forward, takes a deflection, goes out of bounds, will remain with St. Mary. Quick short throw. St. Mary again trying to just possess here. That was a good, the St. Mary's coach might be wondering exactly what went on in that situation, but, we talked about it. Ball played forward here. A good touch, and the Braves can get something going. And a long strike on the way is just wide by Molnar. What a strike. That would have been a wonder strike for sure. A cool laid out there, but the ball was just wide of goal and was well struck. And that could have been a dangerous opportunity. The Braves almost got one. We were talking earlier about, you get a goal in the second half and that momentum stays with you. Well, a stoppage and a delay like that can kind of bring everything back down, and you wonder if the Braves can build it back up quickly and get back out on the front foot like they were, because they were really dominating this second half. Power's going to have to come out off his line to just clear that one away on a ball played over. St. Mary's gets possession back, but the Braves keep that chance very minimal. Pass through, Braves defense once again, there to cover it. Ball just sent forward by Alvarez. Now play back. Braves going to push it forward once again.
And suddenly you see, as the Braves are in their defensive third, that St. Mary's is actually pressing them. They're really trying to get a goal here. They're not going to let them just pass it back there. They're going to actually give them pressure and make them have to work for it.
Ball played through. Nobody from St. Mary able to get to it on the backside. Braves going to send it forward, looking for Santos, who was knocked away, but now taken right back, kind of pinged around a little bit. But St. Mary will come up with possession. They're pushing forward here. Now the Braves will make them play it back just a little bit, cleared off the line. St. Mary definitely pushing forward here. They're going to play a long ball. And again, this shot from about 50 yards is going to clear the uprights once again. And out of bounds for another Braves goal kick here.
If St. Mary's is looking for a kicker, I think that they've got several options that, they might be able to give scholarship for.
Absolutely. Those are the majority of them so far tonight have been good on Saturdays, just not good on a Wednesday evening. Powers going to send this one away. Trying to get it over to the left side. It's knocked down, but it'll go out of play. It'll remain Ottawa University ball there near midfield. Braves getting it in, losing possession in the offensive half there. St. Mary going to try and build here along the left side. The ball played forward. Now back to midfield. St. Mary trying to ping it around again. They controlled it well for those first 10, 12 minutes of the ball game. Since then, it's really been Ottawa University. But now St. Mary's doing, kind of getting back to what they did, kind of move that ball, just 1-2 touch, push it forward, back, and across, and try to get Ottawa's defense moving, trying to create some space. Braves pushing forward just a little bit here. Now we'll flick a ball on, trying to find the run of Santos. Gets past the first defender. Now it'll be bumped away from him. It'll be out for an OU throw-in down into dangerous territory. We've talked about these being opportunities for a long throw. They can throw it short and possess. They're going to throw it into Santos. He's going to bring it down to his feet, try to make a turn. Has a shot, but he was definitely not able to get that wrapped around it. It goes well wide. Going to say deflection, and it's going to go out for an Ottawa University corner kick here. Our angle up here, I really didn't see the deflection, but Jonathan Rowejo is jogging over to the corner, and the center official definitely pointed that direction.
And also, I mean, it must have had to have been a corner because none of the St. Mary's players are arguing.
Good ball into the middle. Santos able to get ahead on it, just unable to direct it on frame. It was wide over to the backside. Quickly restarted on the goal kick, a short one there by St. Mary, and they're going to try to catch Ottawa in their recovery here, trying to break quickly. Ottawa has numbers back. Good step defending there. And then the foul is going to go against St. Mary. A nice job there by Ottawa. They had the defenders back. Just step in, get your foot on the ball. St. Mary's player going, just on the run right there, crashes into him. And Ottawa able to draw the foul. A couple players for Ottawa over here kind of stretching out while on the field a little bit. Now jogging over, see if they can get some water. Don't want to start cramping up in this situation. Ball will played long forward. Molnar trying to go up and battle for it. St. Mary's wins it on as it gets to the ground. Ottawa just going to try and flick it forward once again, and Santos was definitely in an offside position in that situation. No argument from us up here. You threw your hand up as the old assistant referee that you are, and I saw it as well. But, that definitely was. It's one of those as you push forward and you're a striker, sometimes the ball goes this direction and quickly comes back. The defenders move up, and you're just in an offside spot, and that's where Santos was in that situation.
I think what's interesting is, for me personally, I've been a center ref, an AR, and also a defensive man. And, I always just have this natural reaction to put my hand in the air. And, obviously I did that up here in the press box. So kind of an odd situation. Santos was just a few steps offside. It was a pretty good run. It's just ball was played a little bit late.
St. Mary's going to try and flip one in from a long ways out. Ottawa just clears it off the line. Again, well away from goal. St. Mary thinking about taking it, going to play it out wide. Ball comes through. Powers goes up, and a lot of contact there, but Powers comes down with it. And a good job by Gage Powers. It took a little deflection into the air. Gage went up high, got the ball at its highest point, and didn't allow anybody else to get an opportunity to go get it.
To me personally on this play, as Gage Powers was hacked down right as he caught the ball. And I'm not going to lie, I thought it was kind of a reckless play. He hit him in the air, and they didn't call a foul, they already had the ball anyway, so, I mean, you might as well call it kind of sort of an advantage. But, I mean, maybe a yellow card could have been plausible there.
Well, and I wonder if, too, possibly the defender as well kind of made contact with the attacker, and that kind of drew him into Gage in that situation. So, you know, it wasn't just the attacker going into the goalie who was in error, and absolutely in those situations, you know, the goalie's going to get the call 9 times out of 10. And I think in this situation you might have had Ottawa defender who was trying to shield off an attacker there, and a little bit of contact kind of pushed him in that direction. And since Powers came down with the ball and came down easily, he didn't come down awkwardly. You go ahead and you just let that one go. Flicked on through here. Molnar trying to get on the end of it, has it poked away. St. Mary again going to try and go quickly the other way, and look at the hustle there by Roello as he's going to come out and push St. Mary's forward. Actually, St. Mary's has still got a little bit of a run here. They've got a 3-on-3 situation, a heavy touch, and Ottawa takes it away with ease. Nice play there by the Braves defense. And we've got a whistle and a foul here in the middle, and we're going to have a booking here against St. Mary. And
you know, that foul right there wasn't a super heavy one, just a tripping call, but you think it was probably just a persistent infringement call because, I mean, St. Mary's starting to rack up quite a few fouls, and sometimes you need to hand out a yellow card to kind of get people to get control of themselves a little bit more and not let the game get out of hand, because it has been starting to get a little bit more chippy as the game gets on, and it probably will continue to do so. But a great move by a ref. Many refs do it, trying to give a yellow card just to kind of remind everybody to stay safe. And also number 4, Wilson for St. Mary's has racked up quite a few fouls, so probably a little bit of a persistent infringement yellow card there.
Ottawa, a couple players down, stretching out here on the field. Again, a little bit humid here today throughout the day, so got a player down for OU. Yet to have the trainer come out for him here. I believe it's Jonathan Roello for Ottawa University. John Claude Schwartz down stretching near the ball, and now the training staff will come out here for Roello and is stretching out that right calf right now. Looks like it's possibly a cramping situation. So a stoppage of play here once again. 17:09 on the clock. Ottawa University on top 1-0 here in this match. Roello now being helped to his feet. I saw that there was a substitution, but I didn't look hard enough to catch his number really fast, so hopefully we can get that as Jonathan Roello, the goal scorer for the Braves, will come out here. Ottawa will make a substitution. Victor Mendoza will come in here as well at this stoppage for the Braves. Jonathan Roello replaced by Aaron Hernandez for the Braves. Thomas Santos out as well.
There's been a lot of stoppage in this half. First off, that weird situation earlier, and then now, I mean, there's been about 2 different stoppages with minor injuries.
Yeah, with at least a couple minutes between each one of them. The longer stoppage there without a, out any cards, no cautions, nothing going in the book. Just an interesting situation. Still, not 100% why. Just trying to quite figure that one out. A couple there for injuries. We've got some, look like some people maybe possibly cramping up. St. Mary's working down the right sideline. Braves just kind of staying back at this point a little bit, just leaving one man up top. Ball played forward. Braves get the deflection, kind of have a little bit of an opportunity here for a break. Molnar running down the right side. Ball sent out towards him. Let's see if he can get another opportunity. Going to turn it, try to flick one in. And shot on the way is just too wide by Ottawa University. Oh, just missed the far post on the strike. And Ottawa just a foot or so away from taking the 2-0 lead there. Molnar did a great job running down the right side and then cutting it back, playing a ball out to the left side. Good strike along the left side, just went wide. And the Braves still with the 1-0 lead here, 15:38 remaining. St. Mary bringing out off the goal kick. Playing it forward here, a little heavy touch, but DeSpire is able to keep control.
I think it's been super important that Ottawa University keeps sending in these chances because it really makes sure that St. Mary's will continue to play humble on defense because, they're trying to get more people up top, but, Ottawa University continuing to apply the pressure and makes it hard for them to do that.
Another whistle and a foul here, and that is, I don't know if you'd really call that a tactical foul in that situation as the St. Mary's player reached out, grabbing a hold of Ottawa University and turning them in an area where Ottawa was kind of not even trying to attack from, well away from goal, but it'll go down as a yellow card caution. I think I can find out who that was. It's just a foul on St. Mary. Jonathan Wilson already with one yellow card. Not him for sure. It was not number 4. Didn't catch it. Ball being sent in long by OU. Knotted up into the air. Braves attacking here, trying to send it back into the mix. They're not putting the numbers up there, but the ball falls at the feet of OU. Molnar trying to keep it in play. He does. It pops free into the box, but knocked away by St. Mary, and it goes out for an Ottawa University throw.
And another time where St. Mary's is caught scrambling as Ottawa University has been finding the ball, finding those players' runs, and really connecting with them. It's just they've not been able to get the result. That was well defended by St. Mary's, but also another great setup and great chance for Ottawa University.
Yellow card caution went to St. Mary's Rashad Nemhard. So a couple cards have been put out here in the second half. Now a whistle and a foul going to go against Ottawa University. St. Mary's tries a quick restart, and the Braves jump in front of that. So we're going to have another caution coming out here, and this time on Ottawa University.
Looked like Aaron Hernandez on the card there as he grabbed the St. Mary's player and sort of spun him around, but then he tried to keep playing and pretend like he didn't hear the whistle.
Well, and St. Mary's tried to get the quick restart there, and Hernandez just happened to be real close by, so he threw his leg out there to stop that as well. And St. Mary's did not ask for, the space to do such, that is required. You can get 10 yards when you just ask for it, but you have to wait.
And just now a really smart play as the ball was hit down towards the inline, and Gage just lets it go. It's a good time-wasting method as there's only 13 minutes left. Ottawa finds themselves up 1-0. And, there's really no reason for him to have to get that ball because it costs time to be able to kick that goal kick.
Ottawa tries to play long. St. Mary's gets ahead to it, pushes it back towards the offensive end. Ottawa coming back defensively. St. Mary's working it on the far side. A heavy touch. It'll go out of play. Another goal kick coming up here for OU. St. Mary's runs the ball in, and they're going to set it down here for Gage Powers, but I'm sure Gage, will adjust that ever so slightly. A little bit more high pressure. Gage telling everybody just to go forward. He's going to send one long here. So Ottawa just going to try to put it down into their offensive end of the field. Molnar taps it out sideline. Braves going to send it down. It is Santos down there putting the pressure. Ball cleared up into the sky. Bounds down about midfield. Braves get to it. Molnar flicks through. Good touch there. Another nice flick forward, and unable to get on top of that. It would have been a heck of an effort there on that volley to be able to get on top of that once again, but the shot just goes up well over the top of the crossbar as we're just unable to get on top of it.
And now it looks like it's finally the first field goal for Ottawa University. St. Mary's already probably up 12-0 if this was football, American football, but now Ottawa University finally getting a field goal on the board.
St. Mary's trying to build up from the back. Still 13 minutes remaining, so they don't have to go direct quite yet. You know, when it gets down to those last couple minutes, the direct is going to be the play, but St. Mary's can continue to build. Ottawa University defending, able to clear that one away. Now it's taking a deflection. It's off of St. Mary's. It'll go out of bounds for an OU throw, but Ottawa University is playing a little bit more defense, maybe not trying to throw the numbers forward to get the goals, but now St. Mary's putting the pressure on in the back, not going to let Ottawa just play with it back there. St. Mary's going to try and push one through here out top. Shot taken, and again, it is well wide of the intended target. Again, St. Mary's just has not been able to get the foot wrapped around it and send it on frame or on top of it, as that would be, what, the 12th or 13th shot of the ball game. Only 2 of them on goal all night for St. Mary's. The Braves, 15 shots on goal, 5 of them, or 15 shots, 5 of them are on target. We've got 12 minutes remaining here in regulation. Ottawa with the 1-0 lead. Powers again going to send this out towards midfield. Knotted down there. St. Mary's got to head to it, but Ottawa will get the possession. Now a sliding challenge there by St. Mary's will just send it out of bounds to the Braves. Braves on the throw-in, trying to get the possession here, trying to hang on to it, create some space. Good pass out of there to create some space there for the Braves. Playing it forward. Now looking to switch the point of attack over to the far side. Alvarez try to make a move, see if he can get inside, and he'll be whistled for a foul. Good defending there, and just Alvarez catches the heels of the defender as he tries to go around him there. And that's just something that happens there. He goes back as the defender's down and checks on him there. There was no intention whatsoever. Alvarez tried to make that move and go around him. The defender just had him shielded off and takes a little clip on the back of the heels. It's an uncomfortable feeling for sure. Maybe got him stepped on those shoes, and those cleats hurt on those thin soccer shoes on your feet. Nice move out top here by St. Mary, trying to push it forward to pass behind its intended target. This one's going to roll out. It's going to be a throw-in for OU. And so Ottawa with a throw-in deep in its defending territory once again.
And suddenly you notice that Ottawa University's now, they're pretty slow to take these throw-ins. They're walking over to the ball, and, you know, obviously they shouldn't be in any hurry. They're definitely trying to take some seconds off the clock because right now time matters to St. Mary's.
St. Mary's wins the possession, a whistle and a foul here, and this is actually in a dangerous situation. The foul on Ottawa University is St. Mary's can whip this one in. An in-swinging kick here, so maybe this is a good opportunity for Ottawa to put that two-man wall out there to just try and take away that near post. Braves going to try and stag it high, swinging in, and Powers covers that, goes to ground. A good job there. Gage Powers, he had no chance he was going to spill that thing back out in front of the goal. He just swallowed it up, went to ground to completely cover it. We'll throw it out wide. St. Mary's will knock it out of play, so a throw in here for the Braves on the far side of the field.
Ottawa University's tempo definitely kind of slowing down here in the back, and they're starting to pack it back. Only 10 minutes, only about 9 minutes left in the game. Ottawa University still up 1-0 in this one. We'll see if they can hold off. Hopefully, probably going to start parking the bus. And now Gage Powers comes out and makes a nice save.
Covering it up once again. Powers on the ground will just make sure and stay down there. He's going to roll it out. Man coming up to defend here. The Braves kind of working the pass back and forth. Now out to the far sideline. Along the right side, going to have to work it up the side. Flicked in. and that will go back to St. Mary's. Molnar unable to, just a little bit wide of him, but a good step through here by the Braves as they are able to take it back and flip it forward. Braves can go towards the corner in this situation, see if they can't get a cross in. Now, and it has it knocked away, and that's what you're trying to do is get down there and waste a little bit of time, but you got to get it either knocked out of bounds for a throw-in or a corner, or maybe take a foul. Braves, Molnar takes it away. He's got an opportunity here, puts one on the floor, and it's in there. And the Braves, in the 82nd minute, had a goal here. It is Vince Molnar with another one for Ottawa University. 7:59 remaining, and it's a 2-goal lead for the Braves. Molnar just took it away from the St. Mary's defender.
And now this stadium, it's rocking. And Ottawa University, all the players out there, they're celebrating. They got an insurance goal now. Only 8 minutes left to go in the game. They're probably going to start parking the bus.
Absolutely. This is probably the opportunity here that the Braves can go ahead, and they might leave one man out in the out towards the center circle. But for the most part, 10 men were going to be parked back behind the ball. They're just going to keep themselves between the ball and the goal and just really limit the opportunities for St. Mary's here. But a big strike there by Molnar. Good. We talked about it during the women's game. We've talked about it all night. Is some of the best strikes is to keep it low, get it on the turf, let it skip, go to the corner. That's exactly what Vince Molnar did there, striking it in the far post, just inside the far post on the ground, and Cool did not really have much of a chance there.
It's a good strike, and now is probably the time when you start seeing, when teams oftentimes, when they start parking the bus, essentially whenever they get possession, sometimes they'll just boom it all the way down the field and just make it waste a few seconds off the clock. Wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing this from the Braves.
Absolutely. A substitution coming in here as for Ottawa University. Looked like either an injury or maybe just another cramping situation there. Braves will make a substitution. Now Molnar gets it away again. He's going to flick it through. He's finding Santos. Strike. It's nice save by Cool. Well struck on the volley there on the pass from Molnar to Santos. Got a good foot to that, and Cool had to make a big save there, as this would have been a 3-0 lead, but it's out of bounds for an Ottawa University corner kick in this situation.
And Cool's had some really good saves today, but that one right there, that was world class.
In swinging ball, gets through to the backside. The header tried to get on top of it, just unable to do so. The ball goes out over the top of the goal, and it will be a goal kick coming away for St. Mary. Ottawa, a couple really good opportunities here to add one to the total here, have the 2-0 lead, just under 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. 6:45 ticks on the clock.
Ottawa University right now, they are not letting their foot off the gas, and right now St. Mary's really just can't seem like they can find an answer.
Well, St. Mary's trying to throw numbers forward for sure. Ottawa University is just leaving. They've left a couple up there, Molnar and Santos out top, and sending the ball forward and allowing those two to just kind of create something. Vince Molnar created the first one, got the well-struck ball. Placement was perfect. A beautiful service. Santos with a tremendous strike. Just an absolute gorgeous save by Cool to keep it at 2-0 at this time. But, Ottawa is kind of parking it back now. As you can see, Santos has worked his way back. It's just Vince Molnar out top for the Braves in the center circle. Braves trying to keep just a whole bunch of bodies back behind the ball, sending it forward. Molnar trying to battle for it out at midfield, and a little bit of extracurricular chippiness right there. The foul will go against Vince Molnar as he ushers the ball out of bounds, but, again, wasted a few seconds in that situation. St. Mary's with the ball down in the corner, deflected away, and it will stay with St. Mary's for the throw down in the attacking third. They're going to throw it back, try to spread the Braves defense out to create some openings. Ball sent in towards the goal Poor direction on that, just a poor strike as it will go out for a goal kick. Ottawa University going to send in another substitution here. I believe that's number 11. That's Claudio Quinones that will check into the ball game here for Ottawa University. These new uniforms, they look good, but the white and the gold numbers, it's very difficult to see on occasion here. Good flick forward to keep it in play. Molnar gets a touch down towards the corner. He's going to keep possession. Knocked out of his from underneath his foot. Jack Hatswell will check out for Quinones. A throw in here for the Braves. A good job to send it down towards the corner there. Ball sent in, tried to be knotted on towards goal, but well wide there, unable to get the turn on that one. So a goal kick coming away. 4 minutes remaining here in regulation. 2-0 Ottawa University on top of the University of St. Mary. Ottawa just going to boot this one back towards the keeper. They're going to make Cool grab this one with his hands. He'll have to make a decision. He's going to punt it. It's a weak punt as he kicked it out towards the right side. Heavy first touch. Ottawa will send it down to the corner. They have Santos down there. Thomas cuts it back. Now he's going to play one through. It's cleared up into the air by St. Mary.
And Cool probably a little bit frustrated as his own team knocked the ball away, as he was probably going to pick up the ball and be able to punt it out for him. But instead, their own team kicks it out away.
We've got a whistle here and a stoppage of play. And going to have a yellow card caution, I believe, here coming out on Ottawa University. Stuck their hand out there, extended the arm, slapping the ball there as they took a little bit of contact. So a long kick here. It looks like this is the time St. Mary's is going to go direct, as they've got to get two to equalize here. They're going to try to go long. Poor effort there, but able to maintain possession for the Spires. All going to be sent in from the left side. Nobody there to get to it for St. Mary. So Ottawa will clear it away, get it out wide to Santos. He's got space in front of him, working against one defender. Now we'll play it forward here. Ottawa trying to get it back. They back heel. Oh, it takes a deflection off of St. Mary, goes out of bounds. And again, OU will not try to really get in a big hurry for any more throw-ins here as we approach just 2.5 minutes remaining. And OU looking to try and get the hang on here for the win and walk out of here with the 2-0 victory and 2-0 in the KCA, or 2-1 in the KCAC if they can get the win here tonight.
And that's going to be huge for Ottawa University. Having a winning record in this conference is tough. It's a good conference. Definitely some good teams upcoming. And also one thing to consider is St. Mary's defeated McPherson 2-1 earlier in their previous game. So maybe another game that Ottawa University might be able to take a W on. I mean, you never know. But we'll see when they play them in October.
Ottawa going to send one into the mix here, just unable to get to find the head of the intended target. It will roll out for another goal kick here. So again, long way away from goal. Got to get two of them in a very, very condensed amount of time. About 90 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Ottawa battling for it here in the mid, trying to keep it in play. It'll roll out of bounds. And a whistle and a foul here is going to go against Ottawa University. Long pass played forward, knotted down. And a whistle and another handball, I believe, is going to be called here against the Braves. And so this is going to be another yellow card caution in this instance. And St. Mary will have a direct kick about 25 yards from goal. It's wide on the far side of the field. Sure, they're going to try and just send one into the mix here. They're going to throw numbers forward. Braves building a small wall out there. A little bit wondersome in that point is it's a very tough angle to really get a shot from here.
But you almost wonder if they really have any other choice, because they kind of need to get this in right now if St. Mary's wants any chance of even being able to tie this game up. It's
off the head of Ottawa and headed out of bounds for a corner kick. Clock continuing to run here. We're under a minute to play with just about 50 seconds. Quickly, St. Mary's flicking on the corner. Ottawa nods it out to the outside. Now they'll just clear it off the line into big space in the middle. Molnar trying to run on, being defended there, just taken down in the midfield. And running forward, the Braves trying to put the icing on the cake here, have it deflected. It'll go out of bounds for a corner, and now we're going to have the caution come out once again, this one on St. Mary. Molnar was just taken down, but it let the advantage be played. I believe this is going to go against Gustavo Freitas. The clock stops with 29 seconds to go. Ottawa with a corner kick here. See if they just go with the short corner and try to hold it over in that corner, not really send it into the mix in this situation. Just it's more of a strategy. Yes, it can fall under the time wasting, but this is just kind of running out the clock. And a lot of contact and a whistle and a foul. Ball is going to be with Ottawa University once again. They're going to ask that St. Mary back up the 10 yards, and the St. Mary defender does not back away. It's just wasting more time. We're at 10 seconds remaining.
And at this point, there's just nothing that St. Mary's can do. It's going to end up being an Ottawa University win here.
And with 1 second remaining, Ottawa will touch it in, and the Braves get the clean sheet and come away with the victory 2-0. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaging local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, and insights from nationwide businesses. Talk to Stephen Bradley, 785-242-4700, extension 108.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. We provide excellent service because we are meticulous in taking care of details. Our staff knows how important it is to the families. Dengel & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And back here at Ottawa University's Advent Health Field, Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen, and the Ottawa University Braves men's soccer team comes away with the 2-0 victory over St. Mary here tonight. 0-0 at halftime. And then early in the second half, it was Ottawa University getting on top. It was Jonathan Roello in the 49th minute on the assists from Vincenzo Leone, and the Braves never relinquished that lead, but they battled with it for a while before Vince Molnar in the 82nd minute, he added the clincher there, or the insurance goal, I guess I should say, because Roello's will go down as the game winner because the defense kept a clean sheet, didn't allow any goals, didn't give St. Mary's many good opportunities. St. Mary's 14 shots, only 3 of them on goal, and the majority of them on goal, Gage Powers, the goalkeeper for Ottawa University, wasn't tested too much. They were pretty easy saves for him this evening.
Ottawa University definitely with a great result here. In previous games, they had let in quite a few goals. One of them they won, the one against Kansas Wesleyan, but then they lost to Sterling 3-2. But this game, a great game for Ottawa University. They scored 2 goals, so looked good on offense, but then also keeping the clean sheet on defense is huge.
Absolutely, and this 2-game homestand, the Braves get a split with it, losing to Sterling on Friday, but coming away with the victory here tonight over St. Mary 2-0, and it was exactly what they needed to get done. They move up in the standings at 2-1, now over 500 in conference. 3-4-2 on the season are the Braves. Just really, it was a dominant performance by Ottawa University here this evening. Really controlled the tempo outside of maybe the first 12 minutes of the ball game, where the tempo was kind of more St. Mary's style. Ottawa kind of got on the front foot later on and really controlled things for quite a while. And then when they finally got one into the back of the net, they just had the control of the game, and they did exactly what they needed to, and get that insurance goal from Molnar there in the 82nd minute, and just hang on at that point. You're good to go, and you don't need any more. We're going to take one more timeout. We'll be back to wrap things up from here at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University. You're listening to Braves Soccer here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
My stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol Chews.
Pepto-Bismol's in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Ooh, let me try it.
Try Pepto-Bismol Chews for fast relief.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Back here once again at Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, Luke Queen alongside Chris Hansen. Braves coming away with the 2-0 victory here in the nightcap, the men's contest. The women losing earlier here, or tying here earlier today. Sometimes you feel like the tie is a loss, but in that situation, it's not. When 110 minutes, got an early 1-0 lead, gave up 2 goals, able to get the equalizer, and then nobody able to score there in the extra periods. So the Braves earn a split overall with I guess kind of a split, as the men come away with the win, the women get the tie here this evening.
The women's game definitely has got to be a frustrating one, as the women definitely played better than St. Mary's did. I mean, Braves were all over them on possession, all over them on chances, but they just couldn't seem to find a goal in overtime to win it. And also, I will say, second half, St. Mary's came out and they were just playing better soccer. They got several one-on-ones and ended up getting ahead for a little bit and kind of gave the Braves a scare, but luckily they ended up tying it back up and sending it into overtime. Just unfortunately, the Braves couldn't get it done.
But in the men's game, we go through a scoreless first half. We talk at halftime about how Ottawa an early goal could be a big swing, and it's exactly what happened. Jonathan Roello in the 49th minute putting one in for the Braves. You saw the team just erupt when it happened, and you could see and feel the momentum completely go to the Braves. They created more chances. Vince Molnar finishing one off there in the 82nd minute. Ottawa, you look down the stat line, Ottawa outshot St. Mary's 18-14, but it was really Ottawa put 7 shots on goal. St. Mary only getting 3 of them on goal, and the keeper for St. Mary had to make some absolutely incredible saves to keep this just a 2-0 ball game, because it could have easily been 4 or 5 with some of the saves that were made, including a couple in the first half, but a couple even beautiful ones in the second half. Really you just look down the board, and Ottawa University is on the right side of where you want them to be as far as what the stat line will tell you.
Definitely an honorable mention play that happened throughout this game. There was one where Ottawa University was taking the ball down to Santos, and he hit an absolutely fantastic strike, and all credits to Cool, the St. Mary's goalkeeper, as he made a barely just little one-hand fingertip save to push it past the post. That readily, on most goalkeepers, would have made the game, well, it would have been 2-0 at the time, and then many would have ended the game 3-0. But great save by Cool. All credits to him. He had a good game, but unfortunately, his defense couldn't get it done, or actually probably better to say Ottawa University got it done.
Ottawa University definitely created the opportunities and made the most of their scoring chances here in the nightcap, coming away with the 2-0 win. They've improved to 3-4-2 on this season. They are 2-1 in KCAC play. Chris, appreciate you working with me tonight and enjoyed being with you. Larson back in the studio, as always, appreciate you getting us in and out of the breaks and taking good care of us. And everybody out there that tuned in this evening, Ottawa University women with the tie 2-2, the men the 2-0 win over the University of St. Mary's. Signing off from Advent Health Field at Ottawa University, for Chris Hansen, I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University.